Hello subscribers and those who have tuned in. It's Friday afternoon, the 1st of June, and thought I would go ahead and tackle this thing a little bit. I have knocked this back in right down through here, let's see, and got the front of the bed pretty even all the way down where it's been bulged out there. So, but one thing that I have noticed, of course, I'm going to cut all this out down in here where it's bad, but structurally it's pretty good shape right in there. It's come loose inside here, right in there. But what I need to do is I need to come down here where it's not come loose, and I need to measure from here, right here to here, this distance right there, that small distance. Because up here, as you can see, I've got a whole lot larger distance right here because the metal is pooched out. See, I can push it in. So I need to make sure that when I do make my piece, I'll just have a small area like this instead of a big wide area like that. So I'm going to have to make sure that distance is right when I go to weld it back in. So I'm going to do some measuring before I start cutting. Just a few more minutes and we'll crack on. Okay, what I've done is I have put me a little mark right here. I measured 1.5 inches from here to here because that's about the biggest spot that I've got. So I'm going to make a straight line all the way down. Let's see. So there's my 1.5 inch mark there, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. So just put me a little tape on it here. And this will be my cut line all the way down through here. I'll just come up here at the top and just cut straight across. I've been checked in behind that. I'm gonna cut about right there. And I'll just cut that piece out and we'll move on. Okay, we have got some pieces cut. So on the back side of the bed, all the rot's gone. So, it's not the straightest cut in the world, but it'll weld up. Now this piece right here, this piece of channel right here is still really good and solid. And what it is, this is going to have to be just an L, a piece come over and down and under the bed to go over to it. It'll just go over, down like a little Z piece. So, and what I'll do is I'll take and get all this off down through here. I've got to cut this part of the bed off here. So I'm going to make a cut just, well, this whole piece right here is going to come off, but I'm going to make a cut right through here, just on the top of that channel where I can weld pieces to it. So, and I'll just cut all that bad off right through there. And I'm going to go ahead and buy the 74, the 67 to 74 bed. piece that can go in there, and I'm just going to make them fit. If I have to trim them, I'm just going to make them fit. So, because like I say, I'm going to put a bed liner over it anyway, you'll never see it. So, but I do want the bed to be sturdy. Okay, we're into the next day. I had some things I had to do, so I had to vacate the shop for a little while. My brother Mike's got his Mustang back in, going to work on the exhaust a little bit, so he's getting ready to lift it up. So I got all this cut out like I showed you down there, and I've started cutting this piece out right here, but I got a little bit crooked right here. So I'm going to straighten that up a little bit, because from back in here is good. I just want this section right here to be fixed. So I'm going to go ahead with a air chisel and go ahead and knock this stuff out right in here all the way down. I said yesterday that I was going to probably get the later model floor, but there are too many of these trucks out there right now that the beds are just about shot in them, that I can't maybe buy a bed, get a few pieces off of it that I might need, and then just discard the rest of it. We have a auto salvaging place here, a metal ship place that takes, you know, wrecked cars and things like that. So I could, you know, 4 or 5 cents a pound, I could probably make a little bit of money back on it and get whatever I need for the bed. This bed's really good shape. It's not beat up by any means anywhere. I mean, to be as old as it is, it's not got big dents in it or anything like that. I mean, I know the camera don't show very much, but it's not beat up at all. And for a patina truck, it's going to look really good. So I think I've just kind of changed my mind. Me and my brother were talking about it. I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can't find me a truck bed that I can cut some sections out for this thing. So I know I probably won't be able to salvage anything up in here because they all rust right here. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and use a metal brake and make my pieces to fix this out here and get the outside done first. And then I'll hunt for me a bed. So y'all just stay tuned on that, and if I find one, I'll show you guys and let you know. I'll show you some more here in a minute. I'm going to do some more cutting. Okay, we have got that whole strip off down through there. There it lays on the floor. That was pretty rotten, so that air chisel popped it right off. So next thing I'm going to do is do a little cutting over here. I want to straighten this up right through here, get this piece cut out right here, and then I'm going to leave this reinforcement piece right here. So I'm going to cut this off across through here. I'm going to leave that reinforcement piece right there where it's at, and then I'm going to start cutting down through here. Probably going to cut back to about even with the brace down through here and cut the front of that off, and then we should be good to go. I'll show you more here in a minute. Put a shweaver on. got to even this up right here because it's cut crooked. The other brace, like this brace right here, this brace is right here behind it. I'm going to cut it even down through here so I can weld to it. So I'm going to go ahead and even that up, and then I'll cut this off down here. So. Okay. Okay, had to put a battery in. Now I've got a very nice square hole right there. I'm gonna take a flapper disc and clean this. It's just a little bit off right there, just a little bit. So I'll show you from the back side. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a little bit taller right here than it is over here. So I'm just gonna take a flapper disc and make sure it's real good and even. So what I need to do is I'll go ahead and get this ready to weld a piece of, because I'm fixing to take my air chisel and let me back up a little bit here. I'm fixing to take my air chisel and chisel this big piece off right here, because right here's this ugly piece off right there. I'm going to chisel that off, and then that way I'm going to come all the way across and weld my piece on so it will sturdy this, and then down here at the bottom I'm going to just weld a piece on, and that way I can keep my channel right where it's at, and then I'll cut my bed off. So but what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and take an air chisel to this, so I'll show you more. Got to be careful or I'm going to end up needing a tetanus shot. And we are done. Alright, I've got all this all put through here. All that stuff I've got it all off. Now I've got a hole right there at the end spot. It's a little bit too big. I don't like it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little square out right there and weld me a piece back in there. Get the camera over here where you can see. I'm just going to weld me a piece back in right there. Just a little small square. I could go ahead and weld a piece over it, but I don't want to. I don't like that. And there's more down through there, I'm sure. But now let's back up here. I've got a good hole right there, and I can come all the way over to here and weld me a piece in, and that will sturdy this brace. That will sturdy this brace up here at the top. And like I say, right down here, I'll weld me a piece of, I'll make me a little piece of angle and weld it right there to the front of this piece right there. And that'll hold that brace in. And then what I'll do is I'll make a cut all the way down through there, all the way down, and then take my power tool and knock all of this off, and then I'll go and hunt for a bed so I can get some pieces off of it. Because I think in my last video I talked about this corner being messed up. That corner looks pretty good. No rust through holes or anything like that, but it's good and round. This one's been hit, and it's pretty ugly. And I don't know who done this welding, but oh, would you please look at that. Goodness. So, and then there's a big crack right there, and then that's a bunch of body filler in there. Whoa, back up a little bit where you can see right there, a bunch of thick body filler. So I'm gonna hunt a bed, just an old crappy one that might have 2 or 3 good pieces on it that I can use, and then I'll take what I need off of it, and I may cut it up and sell it for parts or just whatever we need to do. But anyway, I think that's going to be the end of this vid. I'm going to do some wire brushing and some cut brushing and some flat disking, and see if I can get that ready to weld a piece in. I have got to go buy a piece of sheet metal. I need to get me a good 4x8 piece of sheet metal so I can have pieces to do that with, because I do not have anything to fix that with. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you subscribers for coming to our shop, hanging out, and watching us do a little work. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I've noticed here in the past week I've had 3 brand new subscribers, and I'd like to tell you guys and girls, welcome aboard. Please, when you do subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. That way when I do post a video, it'll let you know right away. So we're eating away at the elephant a little at a time. So holler at you guys next time. Have a good one. See you. Bye.